Okay, this is going to be a quick read about Nephlim blood or Nephlim DNA. Um, what was given to me so far is that they're going to phase it out. Uh, the people that were um, alchemizing this blood or using it to cross species, um, of course, they're under punishment. Anybody that was manipulating DNA is going to be um, under a punish. They're going to be punished. I'm going to use this deck to clarify, and I'll use my medical decks to um, to clarify the medical part. I got one more medical deck, but I'll get that later. So, alright, Virgo is significant. Sagittarius is significant. I gotta make sure I have this on the screen for y'all because I got a new setup. So, um, somebody is getting proof of something that they tried to do as far as manipulation of DNA. I don't know why they were crossbreeding with somebody. I really don't know. I don't know. But let me slide this to the side because I don't work with these cards. Anyway, the Nephilim blood is going to become, so it's considered a byproduct. I would have to look that up. I might as well now because I'm doing it for myself and for y'all too. For whoever needs to know. Byproduct. Okay, a byproduct, it says an incidental or secondary product made in the manufacture or synthesis of something else. Okay, a secondary result, unintended, but inevitably produced in doing or producing something else. Okay, so it is a byproduct and it is punishable by female sacrifice. And it's also, of course, it's sexual immorality. So whoever did this, they knew what they was doing, and this also talks about their conscience being haunted. Now I looked underneath of this, and it's saying that they're under judgment. So they're under judgment for some type of lustful thing that they were doing. Like this person definitely knew what they were doing. Okay. And then I actually pulled these cards. This was actually on something else, but this was talking about somebody using spider magic, which I just heard a reader, and I was like, what is spider magic? And it's like to force somebody to try to come back together so they can be used as a third party to do this, like cloning, I'm gonna just call it genetic manipulation because it's done for so many reasons. Anyway, let's find out what do we need to know about this Nephilim blood. Why did they do it, I guess? Okay, so that was my second question. This just popped out the deck. It's saying that they can't project. They did it for money. They did it for financial reasons, but whatever, they get news that it's not working. They were trying to project insecurity, so this person must be having financial issues that they need to meet. But they can't ask for it. The way that they have to get their money is in a secret way. It's like a survival mode. They rob or convert convert things spiritually. Something is hidden in the crown. It's like somebody's depressed. Somebody's depressed and they're trying to use telepathic communication at a distance to monitor what somebody is saying. Because they're trying to get somebody to open up. Like I said, they're trying to get somebody back into this love triangle thing. But something is closing because what happened was when they did this, it opened a portal. It was the wrong time to do it. So they were attacking somebody using moon magic to put roots on them. Element of spirit. They need ether. So somebody doesn't have, it's like they have the four elements, but they don't have access to the ethers. This is why they need the third party. But that cycle is closed. It could be closed because they were using some form of, I don't want to call it chaos magic. They were using some form of magic where you go out and you don't use discernment in the things that you do, like temptation, like the kind of magic that you would be tempted to go out, drink, throw caution to the wind, things like that. So that's what they're projecting on this person. They were hoping that they could do this. Then they would be able to like attach something to a person. I'm probably gonna get one more card because this is gonna be very short. Okay, it's saying somebody was trying to open something up using magic, but this person they're in separation from. So they actually need this person. They need to actually have physical contact with this person. Because they could potentially get locked up for something in the 3D world, or they could be binded to whatever they were trying to use this magic to do. Whatever they were doing, because I don't know anything about magic, but they could be binded to whatever. Somebody's third eye is open, and now that they see that this person, somebody is a generating force, what could they be binded to? Definitely implication. Somebody's heart is protected. So whoever they were trying to swap out, almost it's like if I make a baby or make another human, I'll put this human in place of that human, and it didn't work. Okay. Here's what a person can't see is that somebody is shining. So somebody is showing as the true person. You can't do that. If a person is representing themselves in the flesh as the real thing, whatever this false piece of garbage is can't be done. Yeah, it's definitely a child. Somebody, this is a child. This is somebody trying to produce a child. I feel like the mother is a female, and possibly they thought they would have a son that they could harvest from a long term. So they would make it. They were trying to produce a child that they could feed off of over a long period of time. But somebody doesn't. This could be anything. This could be somebody in a regular relationship where you had children and they were harvesting off of the children for a long period of time, where they were getting sick, or um, different things. Most of the things stem from the mother or father's. I'm using these last. I'm sorry, I'm shuffling and thinking at the same time. Let me do that so I can focus. So somebody closed the cycle and they don't want to have any more children by this person. And that is what closed the cycle and closed access to the offspring from that parent with that DNA. Okay, let me do this. I don't know who the Nephlim is. I don't know if the child is a Nephlim, if they were trying to make a Nephlim, or so the child, the parent, or whoever, because it's a triangle going on here. It's almost like what do you call it? A surrogate mother. I didn't ask the deck a question. They already know that I'm asking about Nephilim. That's what I was told in my head. I'm just doing a reading. This is so weird. It's like a person trying to... This is two species working together. It's so hard to explain this stuff sometimes, but I can only say it the way that I'm trying to say it. Like, this stuff is new to me. Okay, let me take this off the screen because I cannot see anything. Okay, so one of these parties is a reptilian. They are barren. And also, this person can only rely on, like I said, being in close proximity to somebody. They have to be able to breathe in the same space to come up with ideas, to know how to bait a person. This person relies on the atmosphere. Whoever this reptilian is, they rely on the atmosphere of other people. There's something here about tracking movements of a protected person. Like I said, whatever this love triangle that was going on, I don't feel like it was a love triangle. I really don't feel like this person that got out of the triangle, I don't feel like they knew. I feel like they could sense it, but they got away. Okay, you know how you feel trouble and you just like, oh, I'm not going to go ahead and go to that event, or I'm done with this situation because it's tapped out. This person got out of whatever this was. And y'all see the water element over there. They left for a new start. And now you got a person that's really trying to use their third eye. But you got to think about it. All of this information was relied on by a third party, a host. But this host could have been for a whole family. Anytime I see the what is it called? Keither Sephiroth from it's like these things right here. They call Sephiroths. Anytime I see the generating force, that means that it could have been for a whole family or a whole group. This person, they were harvesting off of that person. So different people needed different things off of this. It could have been, I'm calling it a love triangle, but it could have been a quadruple, like whatever. Okay, it says pentagram, harmony, protection, idealism. So if y'all saw on the belt of the reptilian, it was upside down. Like I really feel like it was multiple triangles. I feel like this was a harvesting source, but that person is protected. Now I'm noticing the web as well. It's like I'm getting the Pentagon. Oh my God, I'm getting the web, the actual Pentagon in the United States. This person is protected. It almost like it was. This was I wouldn't even call it a experiment. I would call it a program. So yes, it's kind of the same thing, but this person was in a program. Whatever source they was harvesting from was part of a program. It was to generate currency. So if it's the United States, it was to generate currency for the United States. If it was a couple, because I got the King and Queen of Pentacles earlier, that let me slide it down so y'all can see. So this is the King of Pentacles, the King of Diamonds, and the Queen of Diamonds on this side. And then you got Two of Hearts, like a family which consists of a mother and child has left a group. They've left a group. So finances are going to be messed up for the United States. There's no more money. If this is a couple that was harvesting, because a lot of people had couples harvesting for a financial gain, that is over. Okay, like I said, so when I said a program, if you can see this bubble right here, this is a person that's protected. Now, this person won't appear like this in the flesh, but they're sent here to study humans. This person is sent here to study humans. Now, those humans can be good, bad, it doesn't matter, but that's part of the program. So the United States would know about these programs. I wouldn't consider this an experiment. They know that these people are down here. They can experiment on them, but they know that these people are down here on a whole nother agenda, because the Galactic Federation of Light has, they put people in place to do jobs down here, okay? Okay, so this person is protected. Under this program, this person is protected. It's almost like it expires. What is this program? It's just to make money. Okay, now I want y'all to look. Y'all saw me shuffle the cards, okay? What is the program? All right? So that's why I said I'm going to stop. Okay? This is the program. So the program is, oh Lord. It says controversial, assessing, new perspectives. So here's the issue I have with Nephilims, okay? Nephilims are bullies. They're protectors, but then they don't allow other species to do their work properly. If you can see this girl right here, she's being held captive. It's not that they outrank, it's that they need a source to harvest from. It's almost like a person being sheltered. Like this, we won't even know this person's abilities because they need to harvest, so they're protective of their investment, but it doesn't allow the species to do their work, okay? And this person is not like this is a hybrid, whoever this girl is. The reptilian popped out. I didn't mean to, but it's like my thumb is, this is a message, something about messages. The reptilian, whoever, remember this is a triangle, I told y'all. The reptilian, they need messages. They need messages to be able to leave Earth, and they're not getting it. They're not getting any downloads. They needed this. They needed to be in this triangle or in this group or this family. They needed messages specifically from whoever this being is. Here's what you can't see. It says alchemy, the philosopher's stone, infinity, destiny, and magic. They need this person. So this person is considered a philosopher's stone. That's what it's like. This person is everything. This is the key. That's what we're going to call her, a key. And now I'm going to read y'all this card just for anybody that needs to do it. Under this program, this person is protected. This person cannot be touched. Cannot be touched. That's why I said this Nephlim does not outrank her, even though the Nephlim is big. They just bullies. They don't outrank this person. This person is the key to everything. So like I said, Nephilim blood will become inactive and be completely phased out because it deforms humans. Some of these things, I really try to break it down as much as possible. Okay, it says Nephilim. The Nephilim are also known as Anakin, Els, and Elohim. I don't really read this book, so sorry guys. The Nephilim were the humanoid giants of the ancient times on Earth that seemingly died out during the last great flood. They stood 14 feet tall and sometimes even taller. Their origins are unclear. Some sources say they originate from Canaan. Genesis 6:4 states that they are the sons of God. Later interpretations of this led to relabeling them as the fallen ones. The Nephilim were pre-Diluvian, Diluvian, and possibly the the Nephilim were pre-Diluvian and possibly of the original genetic seeding programs. Discovered bones are as old as 50,000 to 300,000 years old. The Hebrew Torah makes mention of Nephilim giants, and the Old Testament book of Samuel mentions Goliath and the giant. The book of Enoch makes reference to the giants, as do the Dead Sea Scrolls. The ancient Greeks called their giants the Cyclops and Titans. Scandinavian pagans mentioned stories regarding ice giants and trolls. The New Zealand Maori have stories about red-haired Pachu Pareche. Don't get me the line, y'all. Patupiareha. I put an extra C in there. Pachu Parehe. I don't know. Giants that inhabited New Zealand first. In 1911, the ancient Nevada Si Te Ka tribe discovered mummified red-haired giants that coincided with their passed down stories. Giant bones were also discovered in Alaska and Mexico in the Denisova Cave, Siberia. The Nephilim have a complex and controversial history that sometimes weirdly overlaps into Anunnaki genetic territory. The card meaning, if it's in the upright or reversed. So I'm going to read both of them for y'all. The card meaning, controversial, assessing, critiquing, ESP, brute strength, temptations. New perspectives, new ideas, hope, processing, and rustic. Reversed, it means criticism, condemnation, chauvinism, crude, outdated perspectives, and unrealistic expectations. So that's all I'm going to do on those cards. Now we're going to do this because it's causing mutations in children, especially with it being phased out. Because it's a giant in a human body. It just like, you know, these are abominations. That's the best way I can tell y'all. Okay, I don't know. The first thing is whatever the species must rely on smell. They must have a strong sense of smell. They can smell blood. They can smell ovulation, for example. Whatever's behind this card, because I'm feeling it in my stomach. This is like smelling a new start or a pregnancy. Hold on, guys. I'm reading a card. So they pick up on people's anxiety. They're very, very sensitive to anxiety, and that would make sense. That's why I was saying they bully. So it's like if they can't throw a person's nerves off by way of intimidation and put them in fear of some way, this is how they keep people in control. Wow. It's something there about supplements for anxiety. The best way to deal with bullies is to reduce your anxiety in any way you possibly can. So if you're feeling like any situation where you're getting projections or stressed out by somebody that you can't remove yourself from their immediate environment, you should reduce your stress as much as possible, because that's what they work on. They work on high stress and tension to the point where you explode. Bullies need to bully other people, and put them under pressure until they react, and then that could get you caught up and locked up and stuff. So I don't advise that. Just, the best way to counteract this would be learning self-control over a long period of time, because when bullies can't provoke you, it becomes boring, or they're not getting what they want. They got to move to the next thing because they are under time constraints. So here's what you can't see about your heart being protected and this being over. There's your body continuously flushes out garbage. So the lymph is what you flush out garbage. Those are your garbage centers. So that's another thing. Like I said, with stress, but this is the system that flushes all of the garbage out of the body. So you want to make sure you take care of your lymph as much as possible, especially if you feel it clogged in any areas. Lymph around the heart would be heart valve issues, fluid building up around the heart. So maybe that's what it is. That's because something is dying off here. Something is definitely dying off. It's like you can flush it out your system, but they can't. It's like they having a buildup of fluid around their heart, which is water. Now this don't make sense to me, because it's like it's a couple things here. They can make their own self happy. I don't understand, like the bullying. Like it could just stop. Or they because I like the fluid building up around the heart is like them not being able to make themselves happy. But you can't bully somebody. Like that's the first thing, is to turn around and figure out how to make your own self happy. It's like it's blocked for them or something. What is this? This is just telling me about reproductive issues. The sun is over here. Y'all can see the sun. They need to eat. The sunshine and food would be the same thing as a child. So they need to eat off of a child, which I already said they need harvesting. They're trying to make somebody talk to them and bully them back into a situation. And it's getting under their skin. What else? Like I said, this Nephlim is being flushed out of people's bodies. It's going to phase itself out. The kids are already here, but no more are going to be made. There's no use for the species. Here's what you can't see. That they're very strong. Okay, I don't get it. They use their strength. Okay, so they use their strength. And like I said, Nephlim's, the deformity definitely has to do with the bones. It does. So spinal issues, scoliosis. Y'all seen giants. Y'all seen kids and people, the elephant man and stuff. All y'all got to do is look it up. It causes deformities when these species crossbreed. That's what it looks like in a human. They putting the lid on this, whatever this program is. I don't know if it's them stopping the program. I know somebody is protected under the program, but it's causing some type of bipolar issues. It's like this is almost like something is being cleaned up, because it's also mental health. That's bullying in general across the board. It's very important to stop stress. You have to stop stress. When somebody is bullying you, make plans to leave an environment. Okay? And in the meantime, reduce your stress as much as possible, because they're going to try to put you in their energy, which is false. Look at this. Somebody is emotionally unstable. It's like somebody trying to force a person to talk to them because they emotionally unstable. Okay. So one more. We're gonna do one more medical deck because I knew that the blood would come out, but deformity in bones. Flush your system out, especially if you know you got Nephlim blood. How do you know if you got Nephlim blood if it's bone disorders? Ones where bones are deformed, they die, or uh, possibly break like glass. It's bone issues. Okay, I'm not a doctor. I'm supposed to say that. I'm talking about energetically. So there's breathing issues. Like I said before, somebody hyperventilating, they need support. They want somebody to listen with their heart. Look, listen with their heart, because that sense of smell, what did I say they could smell? I forgot. Y'all had to go back into reading, but they're very sensitive to uh your ability to flush out garbage. It's like even if they do spell work or whatever it is, you can clean yourself out. Um Especially if you crossbreed, which means that you're not the same thing as this person. This person is something else. Maybe somebody having a realization that you're not the same, and that's why your heart is protected, like I said. Yeah, not the same blood. Possibly same bloodline, but not the same species. Same bloodline, but not the same species. And I think somebody is having a realization of this. Like, I can't imagine waking up and realizing that I'm not human and all of this stuff. So this represents vision and this represents control. So somebody uses their gifts to see into the future by controlling other people. So it looks like it's their idea that they came up with. Remember, they can only rely on somebody that they're in close proximity to learn trends and see what the new thing is, and then bully somebody, take their idea, come up with it first, monopolize off of it first. But this is the whole United States. It runs on bullies and competition, okay? So definitely some liver issues with blood, possibly inflammation or something like that. Woo! That's for my body. Just breathing. Like, good gracious. Y'all gotta hang tight. It's almost over. We are almost over. We're free, but you still have to flush stuff out. Everybody has to start cleaning out their blood and their lymphatic system. So, you know, initially when you start meeting these people or see them, your body will start reacting and breaking out and throwing up and doing all types of stuff. And you be like, let me just go home. Like, before I get all hot and heavy or hang out with a person that's going to be eating off of me and I come home and I'm tired. And, you know, this is saying somebody's looking for something. Let me see. This is like an investigation. Somebody might have something that they don't, you know, we getting a lot of new diseases and stuff, but this is saying that it's somebody here. It's not a doctor. It's a third party that they're asking why they're being rejected. So say if somebody did spell work or something like that, somebody was coaching them to do spell work, they want to know why is something not working. Why is a person rejecting them? It just could be simple advice as well. And this person needs a lot of support. It's just one person that makes healthy choices and another person that has too much baggage, drama. Like, here we go with the heart issues. Like I said, this person right here, whoever's going through it, and I don't know because I don't have no sympathy for these people, they have to turn around and fix themselves. They're having heart issues. They rely on harvesting. And I think this is coming as a shock to them, and it's a shock to their system as well, because they thought maybe they could harvest or do spell work or manipulate a person for another go around, and that's just not the time that we in. We're in the time of the great awakening to all of the stuff that I'm talking about. And the first thing you do is go into emotional shock, which I understand, but you got to start flushing your system out and eating accordingly to whatever Nephilims eat other than people, because that's not available anymore. I'm trying not to be funny, but I'm just saying. So whoever's doing the ear hustling, like I said, they rely on they smelling people's anxiety to see how they respond. Can we still bully people? Can we still intimidate? No. These people actually need help. So when you see gang stalkers and all of that stuff, like, these are people that, gang stalkers are people that will need whatever your special ability is, but they won't ask for it. They're going to try to bully you out of it. And that don't work no more. Because everybody is going with their soul family. You can't do this. You can try, but you're going to die trying. So, yeah, that's the end of this reading. I'm going to get to the other cards.